What is up, my Ramilia? Hope everyone's having a great Monday. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Willie Bowen says, "What's up, Romulators?" What's up, man? North Dallas 40 says, "Happy birthday, Aaron Donald." Yes, I tried to post this picture right here, and I guess it didn't crop it right. uh, but yes, happy birthday, Aaron Donald. And we'll get back to Aaron Donald being signed soon. Um, North Dallas 40 says, Les Snead should have extended 80's contract on his birthday. I was thinking about that too. Yes. Granger 12 says, "Whose house? Rams house." On that note, but yes, Aaron Donald on his birthday, it would have been a hell of a thing to announce it on his birthday. It would have been amazing. It would have been amazing to announce that, but we'll get back to that. Michael Kenzie says, "Hey y'all, how y'all doing tonight? Yes, hope everyone's doing great. I hear that there are some drama going on in Brown's camp. Oh, lately with Baker is not going to show up in OTS. No, he's not going to show up most likely. Either did Debo, and we'll get back to that. It's always fun to peek in at North Santa Clara. Salut." Willie Bone says, "Hello, Ramley." Yes. What's up, Mike? He says, Michael Kenzie says, same old Willie Bone. Hope you're doing well, brother. Good, good, good. Hope everyone's doing great. That's great. There's my guy, GP Shadow, Rams host. Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Beware that my little ankle biter dogs will be barking soon. My sister's gonna come by, and I'll mute it. I think they might have got here already, so we'll see. Let me mute it real quick. So I'm still gonna read your comments, and I'll flash them on the screen. Okay, sorry about that. Here we go. Willie Bone says former LA Rams legends Freeman, Johns, wide receiver, and Jim Jodat, running back. Yes. Willie Bone says Rams house horns up. That's right. Yes. So the Aaron Donald news. So I don't know if anybody saw a tweet. I guess he's friends with an artist. And the artist was saying something around to the like about trying to cause a stir or being funny about happy birthday, Aaron Donald. Hope you're enjoying your retirement or something like that. So I had to pop in and say, hey, don't be causing stir. Don't stir up the Ramilia, and so to speak. And you're more so to retire than Aaron Donald because he's got more championships to win in Los Angeles, and he's going to get paid and extended soon. The Rams front office, always takes care of business. So it was funny because, got people from the outside trying to stir things up. Come on now. The Rams are definitely going to re-sign Aaron Donald. They will announce it soon. They're just trying to make the money right with extending Cooper Kupp and extending and hopefully re-signing OBJ. Matter of fact, McVay and Les Snead's extensions are coming too. That has nothing to do with the cap, but it's coming. We all want that to happen. Don't worry. He is going to play Um, you know, he will be taken care of by the Rams, so don't worry about that. But yeah, until it goes through, like my guy Michael Kendrick says, I'm still anxious about Aaron Donald's contract extension, though, and that's okay because that's a big piece in what we're trying to do. So there's nothing wrong with being anxious about it, but that is coming down the pike soon. We've we've come through this so far with this front office, and they know what to do. It would be a shocking tremor in the NFL and through Ram country, the Ramilia, if he was to retire. But he's not going to retire. The Rams going to give him an extension. They've already announced that they will, and it just needs to happen. But it will soon. Don't worry. Grander Travis says, Comrade Rudy, salam alaikum, bro. Salam alaikum, brother. You too, brother. Robert McClendon says, do you know when Ramfest is? Oh, Ramfest. I was talking about that. Well, I was talking about getting together with some Ram brothers soon, and that's a good question. It's always fun. There's always cool vendors. It's nice to meet Ramilia, and just celebrate everything. And I'll tell you that right now. So right now on the Rams ticket shop, it says that the Los Angeles Ram Fest for 2020 will be available. More information on the Los Angeles Rams Fan Fest for 2000. Oh, hold on. That's old. Pardon my French. Pardon my French. Here we go. Ram Fest is going to be interesting. I just opened up a ticket broker, and they don't have any dates either. So we'll have to get back to that. I'll let you guys know. And there was another thing somebody else had asked about when we're going to have the training camp where the fans can come out. And I'll let you guys know on that. But yeah, I just opened that up for a ticket to get tickets, and it didn't have any dates. So we'll find out. It should be soon. Grande Trust is all Levato. What's happening? Ramilia Fest. Yes. Willie Bone says Winston Hill and Doug France, former LA Rams offensive lineman and tackle. Yes. And I remember the great Duval Love, Irv Pankey, of course, the immortal Jackie Slater. But yeah, back to the Ram Fest. Let me see if I can find something. I hate not having the information. Yeah, it's not bringing nothing up. I'll look into that if I have to. I'll text my season ticket representative and find out if they know anything more. That if when that's going to be coming up, but I'll find out for you, Robert. I'll find out for you, man. Monster says hello, Ramilia. Hey, I got a nice Rams NBA style black Rams jersey on Fanatics. Nice for 40 bucks on. Oh wow. Good job, man. That's why I posted that video. I didn't get any kind of money for that or props on that. But yeah, I want you guys to get good deals. I got a bunch of shirts and a couple of hoodies, and it's crazy how much stuff is. We're not made of money, but we want to support our. Oh, I didn't realize my picture sideways. How funny! It shows different here. But I wanted to let you guys know. So keep an eye on the Fanatics because they really have good sales, and you're able to get almost half price sometimes. But that's a heck of a deal, man. That's great. There's my brother Damian Lee. What's up? He says, "What's up? Good. I'm going good, man. Hope everyone is doing good. Damon, hope everything's going good, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot." So just to give you guys a little background, so we were talking about my Wi-Fi signal with Spectrum. So I replayed my stream yesterday, and it was okay. And then I'm like, wait a minute, why is there buffering? I just upgraded to the 1 gig. What the heck is going on? So I talked to the guy, and Wednesday they're going to come out. And the guy's going to say, because he said that I'm missing 200 and some MPBSs or whatever. And so hopefully that will be rectified soon because I want to have the very best channel I can have. And for the meantime, we'll make do. But yeah, so so that's going to be hopefully Wednesday. The guy will come out. I'll give him an example of what I'm doing. And but they're very nice, and we'll see what happens with that. So hopefully soon. So just want to let you know what's going on my end. It's so frustrating, though. You're like, I went to turn in the modem and the router and got new stuff, got an upgraded router to handle the 1 gig signal, and I saw some buffering. So yeah, no, that's not good. So that's not going to happen. They're going to come and fix it on Wednesday. Willie Blunt says, I have LA Rams 2021 and 22 book. Oh, that's awesome. I've seen that. There's a couple of books I want to get, Willie. That's awesome, man. I want to get them. I haven't got it. I keep forgetting. And I missed out on Sports Illustrated too. I'm going to have to buy them somewhere else. But it's nice to get those and frame them. Michael Kennedy says, I'm really interested if Debo's going to show up to 49ers OTAs. He didn't. If he's not going to show up, we know what's going to happen. He didn't show up. The OTAs, okay. The voluntary ones he didn't show up to. So we'll see if he shows up to their, we'll see. It's going to cost him some money. So I picture him, if he did show up, be something like, I'm here, but I got this, this soreness and whatever, and I can't really do anything, and he'll just be off to the side. But yeah, that'd be interesting. Grand 12 says they think because they think because you're a season tickets holder, Rudy, that you're made of money, especially that you got from. No, man, I wish. On that note, just to give you guys a little thing, I love the Ram officials. That they do a great job, and so give you a little information on my experience. So I had Ram season tickets when they were in the LA Coliseum. And then COVID happened, so I didn't get them with my buddies at SoFly Stadium. I sit not too far from them. And so I missed out, but because I knew that we weren't going to be able to have fans at the games, I didn't finalize my sale of my ticket around them. And plus, I wasn't really a fan of where they were sitting. They were sitting kind of up towards the back of the end zone. I wanted to be off to the side, close to the 50. And so that's where my seats are, between the end zone and the 20-yard line. And that's only because when I went to get my seats, my buddies already had their seats. So I didn't want to be too far from them. But then I was like, well, I want to sit where I want to sit, because I didn't need multiple seats. They weren't giving me the seats where I wanted, even though they were available. And so they were giving me the whole thing like, well, I'm sorry, sir. If you needed 2 or 3 seats, we can accommodate in that area. They're going to be a little more. And I said, that's fine, but I don't need those. I'm a prospective buyer now. Let's make those 3 seats 2-seaters, and let's get in there. I'm a long Ram fan. I've been a Ram fan since probably before you were born. Let's get this going. Who do I have to talk to? And they couldn't accommodate me. So because I just needed the 1 seat, they wouldn't let me move over to the left on the Ram side. and my seats are where they are, but I wanted to be closer to the 50, and it was going to only cost me $100 more, and they wouldn't do it. But yeah, not made of money definitely. But thank you, Granger. But it's kind of leaves a bad, it kind of got me mad after being a Ram fan all this time, and they were, I understand it's a business, but I'm explaining to the guy I've been a Ram fan all my life. I have a Ram season ticket order in the Coliseum, but that didn't pull no weight. And but anyway, it's fine. Granger 12 says, okay, we got that. There's my guy Stan the Ram fan. He says, "Hola amigo, Rams for life." Yes, brother. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing great, man. Hope you're doing well like everyone. And it's a great Monday. We're fans of the Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams. We're dropping movie trailers. We're dropping trailers with McVay and Stafford commercials about Maverick, Top Gun. I don't know if you guys have seen that. If you haven't, let's look at that. Hold on, let me set that up real quick. Let's and I, like I said on Wednesday, the charter guy is going to come, and we'll see what happens. But I posted that a little clip of that on my channel, of that commercial. But I really love what the guys are doing. That's part of the perks of being in Los Angeles. And make no mistake, other teams see that. Other teams, players, and free agents see that. Um, that's one of the great things about coming to Los Angeles versus like, like a Santa Clara or somewhere else, because that's just a great perk that coming to Los Angeles builds. We don't have any of the nonsense that other teams do trying to get free agents to come here, and that's just one of the perks of being in Los Angeles. It is what it is, and but we'll take it. We love it. Here, hold on. It's a cool little clip.
When you want to be the best of the best, you got to go beyond the playbook. It's not a skill set. It's a mindset. Write your own rules. Push yourself harder. Set a record, then break it. No matter what field you stand on or the arena you call home. Change what you think you know. Redefine what is possible. That's how you come out on top. That's a Maverick. Let's ride.
Let's ride. Ramulators. Let's ride. You got to tip your hat to these guys. That's what it's about, man. Having fun. As long as you win, that's all that matters. That's awesome. Michael Kinsey says, "I'm happy the Dodgers blew out the Nationals." Yes, 10-1. Thank you for letting me know. The Dodgers. Yes, let's go, guys. Let's pick up the slack for the LA Kings, and let's get that championship. Let's do a dual parade. The Rams and the Dodgers winning the championship. Sam the Ram fan says, "I'm blessed." Good, man. I'm so glad. We are blessed to be still breathing and wide awake and have our health, man. Yes. Gil, what's up, brother? He says the cheapest Ram tickets close to the field are preseason tickets, but you won't see any of the starters playing. Yeah, that's the only thing about that. But at least you can get a taste of some of the new guys. If you haven't been to SoFi Stadium, you get a taste of where everything's at. But yeah, man, I heard that the Rams are the fourth highest ticket price in the NFL, and we're the Los Angeles Rams Super Bowl champions, so they will go up. Graduate 12 says, "Rudy, how long have you been a Rams season ticket holder?" I've been a Rams season ticket holder since they came back to Los Angeles. It's been a few years. So the LA Coliseum, I tell you, for an old guy like me, going up those steps, and there's only certain areas where there's an escalator, and we started trying to pick where we can take the escalator and then walk across, and it's an iconic stadium, but it is definitely a relic, even with the extensions and the upgrades. That's where my USC Trojans play. But yeah, I'm glad that we're at SoFi Stadium. There's my guy North Dallas 40 says, how many wins do you predict for Lincoln Riley's USC uh, Trojans 12 games fight on? Man, I hope they go undefeated or lose one or two and they beat all of our rivals, man. It's been a long time coming. Um, I see a lot of players. I see him making a difference with players coming and moving going to USC. I can't wait to see what he's going to offer this team. Amazing, amazing. I'm so happy. Now my USC Trojans will be, uh, you know, um, competitive again for the national championship. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it'll come true. Willie Bone says LA Rams signed tight end Roger Carter and Jamal Pettigrew. Yes, they're making small deals. The tight end position in case Jacob Harris can't, with his rehab, can't go. It's maybe uh, camp bodies they call it. I hate to use that term, but that you can get more work with more guys. Guys go down with a little ding and stuff. You have guys come in, and they ended up giving you some surprises, and you're like, wow, I didn't really know this guy can catch like that. Wow, I didn't know that guy had moves like that. And you end up putting him in the practice squad, or they come in. Look at my guy Kendall Blanton. Came in a third string tight end, and he was everything. We needed him. So you never know what's going to happen. Grand Trump says, Ramilia, how was your day? It was good, man. Thank you. How was work? I'm off for the next few days. My lady's going to have surgery, and I'm going to be here supporting. I was cleaning the house. Like, oh, shoot, I got to get my live and, getting everything ready for her. She'll tell you I didn't start soon enough, but it is what it is. I don't like to clean that much, but it is what it is. Oh, I see my signals messing up. Why are you switching? Interesting. But yeah, it's going good, man. I hope yours is going good too. Willie Bowen says, I want the LA Rams to draft and sign more players from USC and UCLA. Yeah, that'd be great. On the USC side, I would have loved for us to get the defensive end that the 49ers got, man. I'm bad with names. At work, I'm like, hey, what's up, brother? What's up, chief? So if I ever mess up on somebody's name, even if it's one of our popular players, I'm just built like that, I guess. I kind of just uh, go with it, because that's just, with my own daughters, I'm like, when they were little, like, hey, you know who you are, get over here. um but um but yeah, that if I ever do that, that's just what happens. I do that. The year before they got Tufunga, and then they got my guy. I would have loved to have him. The Niners seem to be uh hoarding edge rushers, and that's what we need to go with the Drake Jackson is the guy that I'm talking about. Would have loved to have him. Maybe I have some yeah, thank you to Granite 12. Yeah, Drake Jackson. I would have loved to have Ebucom get cut by the Niners, because he's going to cost them $5 or $6 million against the cap. I would love for us to swoop him up, because he already knows how to play with Donald. And Donald, I could tell you this, that Donald has made, these guys are good players. That's why they're in the NFL. We use them in our scheme and stuff, and they do the work. They Donald's not going to let you not work. If you're with the Rams, guys like Donald and OG guys like that, they keep an eye on you, make sure you're working, and they also help you. They coach you up. But Donald has gotten so many guys paid. Donald is a menace. He takes 2 or 3 blockers on, and guys that normally would just be okay get pretty good numbers. And when it's time to make money, he's gotten them paid, because their team doesn't have an Aaron Donald, so they tend to fall off. Look at the Robert Quinns, who may be available again. He's asking for a trade, but he's a little long in the tooth now. But as a specialist, who knows? Maybe he'll be back home. Guys like that. Ebucom with the Niners, even though they have Bosa and a pretty good defensive line, he wasn't what they thought. He wasn't like with us, and He's gotten so many people paid, and it's just amazing the havoc that guy raises, man. So God bless him. Graduate, at least you're not like George Lopez calling him Graduate 12. Stand right for San Francisco Giants cameras don't work like last season. Let's just say they're out of sorts. The Giants, the little Giants. I'd love to knock them out of the playoffs again. Poor little guys. Michael Kent says, we need Ebicam back in LA. Yes, I would love it. And then Brandon Trout says, yes, Drake Jackson's there. You go. Yes, Drake Jackson. I wish we could got him, man. We wish we could have got him, Drake Jackson. Hold on one second. Didn't realize I didn't have this banner. You'll see right now. So the Rams Legend of the Night is LA Rams Legend of the Night, number 83, Willie Flipper Anderson. Now, the one thing about Willie Flipper Anderson is he had the skill set to be a Hall of Fame player, but he didn't put up numbers big enough with the Rams. I don't remember really what happened after he was with the Rams. I think he maybe played on. He might have got injured. Willie Bowen might know this, but he was a weapon. He's the one guy that even the great Deion Sanders, I remember we played them, and Deion would bait you into throwing the ball. He would like let Flipper get out in front of him, and then he couldn't catch up because Flipper was so fast and he has long strided. And there was one play where he did knock the ball out of the way, but Flipper had a couple steps on him. He didn't catch up to him really. It was just underthrown by Chris Miller. But he was an amazing player. So let's do that right now. I'm going to do that right now while I have you guys here. The Rams Legend of the Night is Willie Flipper Anderson. In one game with Jim Everett against the Saints, the regular season record, 336 yards passing, receiving by one receiver, Flipper Anderson. Amazing player. And to give you the great Henry Ellard, who was his comrade in arms, the other number 80, the other receiver that played with him, with Jim Everett. When he was hurt, he didn't play that game. That's why he got targeted so much. And that just gives you an idea how dangerous this guy was. Amazing. So let me get that queued up. And here we go. Willie Flipper Anderson, Ram Legend of the Night. And it wasn't this day in history, but that's what they say. 336 yards against New Orleans, but it wasn't this today.
Here comes the blitz. Everett unloads. Trying for Anderson. Got it. Everett for Anderson. Touchdown. Holy cow. Blitz. Anderson. Got it. Flipper Anderson has just set an NFL record. What a marvelous night.
Amazing player. Flipper Anderson. Amazing player. But yeah, that guy, in the championship game, that guy was, hold on one second. That guy was an amazing target. He would have 1,200 yards. Henry Ellard would have 1,100 yards. Amazing tandem. Amazing. Okay, here we go. Grady Tross's free safety, Isaiah Palamoa, USC, yes, didn't get drafted. Wonder if the Rams reached out to him. Isaiah Palamoa signed with the Raiders. Our secondary is kind of full right now, but we can always use good players. We got a lot of young guys, and they still have to do the job. But I'm really happy with what we got. But yeah, it's always great to have good players, and But yeah, USC, they've had a lot of good players over the years, even though the teams haven't been great recently. And Southern References playoffs. Grander 12 says, "What are you drinking?" Oh man, I didn't have nothing to drink. I got to go to the market, and I got a Bud Light that says "Vamos Rams." I'm not a big drinker. I bought them because they have Rams on it, and it was cold. So, Southern References, they lost in the sauce. Yeah. Granger 12 says, "Yeah, I remember Flip Anderson. He was really good with the Rams. He was amazing, man. Him and Henry Ellard. Woo! Yep, there he is. Ellard on one side and Flipper on the other. Amazing tandem." San Francisco, of course, I was watching. Yes. Granger Trussell, Flippers Anderson career, Los Angeles, 1988, 1994, Indianapolis Colts. Thank you. Washington Redskins and Denver Broncos, 97. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Granger 12. Yeah, I didn't follow his career after he left, like I feel Jim Everett when he left, but thank you for that. Yeah, he never was able to catch. It's hard to get a quarterback to get you the ball. That's what Debo is worried about with Trey Lance, is because with Jimmy there, he knows he's going to get the ball, but unfortunately, a lot of times it's handing it off, so he didn't want to get hurt. He wants to get money. So we'll see what happens. Grand Strauss's Flipper won a Super Bowl when he was with the Broncos. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, good for him. I wish it was with the Rams, but good for him. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's great information. Michael Kinsey says, "Who remembers Robert Bailey's 103-yard return in 1984? Robert Bailey, yes. Robert Bailey. Gil says, "What's with the exception of one or two, it took exceptional QBs to win a Super Bowl. Trey Lance won't win Super Bowl 57. Man, I believe in being optimistic, but this guy is a rookie. What has he done? Relax, Niner fans. Jeez. But if he wins it, fantastic. But what are the odds that a rookie quarterback is going to show out? Just amazing. There's nothing wrong with being optimistic. Don't get me wrong. And he's got an upside. But come on now. Master says, "As we left the Rams game, we got stuck in traffic with Flipper Anderson. Oh, on the 5 freeway, and chatted through the window with it." That's awesome, man. One of my buddies, he passed away. He knew some guys that were cousins with Flipper Anderson, and he had some great stories too. But yeah, man, that's amazing stuff. Like Monster has. Those are memories they're little memories, but they're big memories too at the same time. If you were the person like Monster, did, those are little things that make a difference in your life. You're like, you know what, man? Because I remember talking to Kevin Green. I remember talking to Jerome Bettis. And I remember even as a Dodger fan, it didn't work out, but I remember talking to Darryl Strawberry right before right before the Dodgers signed Darryl Strawberry, and him and Eric Davis were doing a benefit in Riverside. And I go, man, imagine if both you guys got signed. And he kind of looked at me and like kind of had a gleam in his eye, like he kind of knew something. And then we ended up getting Eric Davis, but it didn't work out because he wasn't the Eric Davis of old. He was the old Eric Davis. But I would never forget talking to Darryl Strawberry, and Kevin Green and Jerome Bettis. It's amazing stuff. Amazing. San Ram says San Francisco fell off in professional athletics. Yeah, man, and especially with the Yorks in charge. I'm going to tell you guys something. I like to keep tabs on, they say enemies. The Godfather. Keep your enemies close. So I peep in on fellow on YouTubers, and I chime in when I want to, but I like to get a feel for what they're talking about. And the Yorks, Grant Cohn, I got to give him some props because he's one of the most neutral Niner fans. A lot of it's where he says something to cause stir up stuff, but he's one of the Niner, not fans, but Niner YouTubers and SI content. I think he still works for them. That he was explaining that the Niners and the Yorks own 40 some odd companies, and they have money in the Leeds United European football team, and they actually upped the stake in their minority interest in that team. Meanwhile, as the 49ers, they told them they're going to scale back in spending. Oh man, imagine that. Imagine Stan Kroenke, who also owns the Denver Nuggets. He's all in with the Rams, and we just won the chip. I can see how they might be mad because we're all in over here in the LA part. But he owns the Nuggets too, and something else too. I can't remember right now. But imagine, he owns both teams, and he's scaled back spending with the Rams. So the poor Niners, the Yorks own them. They're more interested in the European team. Look at the stadium. You want proof of that? Forget that. I'm not talking smack. You want proof of them scaling back spending? Look at Levi Stadium compared to SoFi Stadium. If you looked at it, you'd be like, well, which team has the 5 Super Bowls? We have two NFL championships before there was a Super Bowl, before there was even a 49ers in a professional league, before anyone knew what a 49er was. We were 2-time world champions, and then we have 2 Super Bowls, so we're 4-time champions. But if you were to look at both stadiums, which team do you think is the hierarchy in the division? It's very easy to look at. And then also too, if you look at team wealth and worth, according to Forbes magazine, we're ahead of them as well. So it's good to be a Ram fan. It's amazing. Grant Trump says 49ers traded 2 first-round rounders to get Trey Lance. He better be the guy. 2 first-round picks and use their other third to get him. So 3 technically they used to get the guy. And then Kyle Shanahan is like this. Is Trey Lance a starter? Well, he hasn't even announced in public that he's the starter. What are you doing? And then meanwhile, you have John Lynch over there, nice guy, great player, Hall of Fame player, lying to people saying that he had 2 first-round pick offers for Jimmy Garoppolo, and he's still there. Amazing. But that's other teams. It's why we talk about them, because we get a kick out of it. It's just so glad. You kind of talk about people, man, you know what happened to so-and-so? You know what he did? Man, that's crazy. I'm so glad that's not me. Well, that's us when we talk about the Niners. We're like, I'm so glad that's not us. We don't have that drama over here. Grant Trout says, who was the guy who passed away, and what did he pass away from, and how long he passed away? I'm not sure who you're talking about, Grant Trout. I'm sorry, I missed that one. I don't know who passed away. I'm sorry that happened. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. Mike Hinch says, there's nothing wrong about Jimmy G staying, but the Niners fans are still not happy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong, except they want him to stay in a backup role. And he said already that was a nightmare. Let me tell you something. Jimmy Garoppolo has been a class act. He hasn't caused any waves. The Niner front office is mad because he went and got surgery on his thumb instead of letting him just give him to whoever, and he said it was a nightmare. He wouldn't want a nightmare season last year, even though they got to the championship game, because having this young guy, and at any time he feels like he could be pulled, and he's somebody to they already basically have your they traded 3 number 1 picks, and he knows what that means. Trading 2 number 1 picks and using your third. That was a nightmare season for him, he said, in his own words. He would not wish that on anyone. Why would you bring a guy back like that, man? But yeah, they need him back, because if Kyle Shanahan doesn't have the confidence in the young guy, what can you do? And I got to tell you this. The Niner QB bar has been lowered way down. I mean, from Joe Montana to Steve Young, and then you had Kaepernick and Mike Smith, Alex Smith, and then now you're over here with the Beathards, about the Mullins, and now Jimmy Garoppolo, who can't throw deep and gets hurt, and now you have a young quarterback who's raw. The quarterback bar has been lowered big time. At least we knew Stafford's limitations. We found out about it. Maybe he'll get better as he gets older, but we couldn't wait any longer with our core guys, and we made the move to get Stafford. And at least our bar went like this. It's already pretty decent, and then, maybe a little more than middle. to high. We have an elite quarterback now for whatever time it is, whatever time he has left. So at least we can say that. But yes, Stan the Ram fan says Los Angeles owns San Francisco. Yes, they do. We knocked out the Niners in the playoffs, and we knocked out the San Francisco Giants in the playoffs. Willie Bone says Willie Flynn Emerson catch in the New York Giants NFC Championship game when he ran out into the tunnel at Giant Stadium. Yes, I love that memory, Willie. I love that. Malcolm says the only worries are keeping the Bears. Yes, God bless my guys, Curry. I give props to him. I was hoping he was gonna, leave them for the Lakers. It would never happen, but but yeah, I love Curry, man. He's a little guy, but he's such a beast, man. He's one of the best shooters of all time, and I just wish it was a Laker. But it is what it is, and it is what it is. But props to them. Whoever wins when my Lakers aren't in there, so be it. As long as it's not the Celtics, not the Celtics. Gail says Niners keep Jimmy G, start Trey Lance, will get hurt or screw up. Jimmy back and starter, rinse, repeat. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, man. I don't wish injuries on nobody, but he's young. When things are tough, you tend to use your legs. And man, he got walloped against the Cardinals, and you can't take hits like that. Maybe he'll do better with sliding. But man, he already got hurt twice, and he's the young guy supposed to be the guy that doesn't get hurt. We'll see what happens. But if he was on the Rams and we didn't have Stafford, we had a young quarterback. Like when we got Jared Goff, I was nervous. I was hoping, and maybe I would. I don't remember if I was saying, "Yeah, we're going to win the Super Bowl." No, I didn't go that far. But I was hoping that we were going to do good. I kind of had a curious eye, but for them to think because they got to the NFC Championship game with Jimmy Garoppolo, who is a veteran quarterback, and Kyle Shanahan knows how to scheme, hide his flaws. And it was a magical season for them. I mean, they blocked the 2 kicks against the Packers to win. They were able to beat us in the last game of the season to sneak into the playoffs. They got a Dallas Cowboys team who always seems to be reeling, very underachievers, and they did what they had to do. And then the clock struck midnight right about the end of the beginning of the third quarter, and we took them out. But yeah, so yeah, man, we'll see. Remember this. They started out struggling even with Jimmy Garoppolo, 3-5. They lost to the great Colt McCoy when Kyle Murray was out. Who's to say they ain't going to struggle again? But they had a miraculous turnaround. They had to win the last game of the season, which they ended up doing against us to even make the playoffs. Who's to say that's not going to happen again? They automatically assume because they were in the championship game, they'll be back there again or even a step further. But it was a very can't talk. It was a miraculous turn of events for them to come back, and props to them. But who's to say they ain't going to struggle again with this young quarterback? And who knows if they have it in them to make that a miraculous turn of events, We'll see. James Ledsma, what's up, brother? He says, got a pic of my son when he was little in the arms of Steven Jackson. That's awesome. With signed jersey. My 20-year-old son still has it hanging in his room. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's a all-time memory. That's amazing, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Grand Trout says, outside investors, not to get political, but it can happen to any NFL teams. Isn't Jags another team owned by outside country? I'm not sure about the Jags, but yeah, we had, an issue with the lady who shall be nameless, who was owning our team, and instead of when you're in the championship game in 1989, you have a young franchise quarterback and some lethal weapons on the outside. And I remember my guy Pete Houlihan, who was one of the best, kind of like a George Kittle type, man, kind of awkward, leaping up and getting balls and just move the chains, and very sure-handed. Great tight end. And instead of doing what you needed to get over the hump to get that Super Bowl in Los Angeles, her and her henchman John Shaw ran the team down into the ground. They traded Jim Everett. They got Ground Chuck to bring the Rams back to a running team, and Soon as before you knew it, we were in St. Louis. A good point, Granger 12. Stan the Ramp says Trey Lance is another Jordan Love. Yeah, man. I mean, who's to say he can be like different players, but like a Cordell Stewart who was okay, but not like a top flight. They automatically assume he's going to be a Mahomes, or a Watson. I mean, come on now. James says Jimmy G String, the Subway Master, Jimmy Garoppolo. Grand Trust says Rudy. You said you knew a guy that knew Flip Branson, but the guy passed away. Yeah, man. He UCLA. There was some college guys that we knew from high school that played for UCLA. Paco Craig and all those guys, and I think it was them that knew Flipper Anderson and their sister. She went to the same high school as I did, but yeah, man, he was a great friend and one of my best friends from high school, and he unfortunately passed. It wasn't of COVID; it was of something else. But yeah, man, those are memories that he was telling me about. I was like, man, and he was a Raider fan, and he appreciated the story that they were telling him. Granger Trump says that they paid Jimmy too much. His cap hit was too much to trade or even cut. This was before the drafting of Trey Lance. Yeah, but you know what? At that time, they were just so desperate for a quarterback. Remember, they were 1-10 when they signed him. Bill Belichick was mad at Robert Kraft because he was supposed to be the heir apparent to Tom Brady. He wanted to cut loose with Tom Brady because the waters were muddy there between the two. And he was going to be the heir apparent, and Robert Kraft has Tom Brady like a son and didn't do it. So I guess Papa Shanahan did his son a favor and called in a favor, and they gave him basically for a second-round pick or a third-round pick, basically handed Jimmy G in their lap. And then he won 5 meaningless games. One of them was against us, where we set all of our starters because we won the division, and they turned that into a huge contract. And then he proceeded to be one of the main guys. It's a team game. It's not his fault, but be one of the main reasons why they lost the Super Bowl, because he couldn't make that pass that deep pass to Emmanuel. And then he lost the championship game against us. And give him props, so he played injured, but he looked horrible in the games leading up to us. The lowest fourth quarter rating in NFL history. He costed him all that money, and he also made him lose some of the biggest games in recent memory. It's not all his fault, but his inept play didn't help at all. But yeah, Center Reference, the 49ers have a GM problem. Yeah, man, I think they have a head coach problem too. I think if they were smart, they would have hired Anthony Lynn as the head coach and brought in Shanahan, but that wasn't the option as an offensive coordinator. Then they'd be a real problem for the league, because Anthony Lynn, I'm very high on him. He's going to get a head coaching job soon. I really like Anthony Lynn. He's a coach of theirs. He's going to help them, but Kyle Shanahan to me is not a great coach. But yeah, John Lynch is a very kind of wishy-washy GM to me. Class act, nice guy, but yeah, he's not a Les Snead. Grant Trout says crazy. 1 or 2 years can change a team. 49ers Ross lost their Super Bowl a few years back. Rams adjusted, won a Super Bowl. Niners did not really adjust. They still got Jimmy G. Yeah, man, it is amazing. It is amazing. In the 2019 year, we had him on the ropes. And Taylor Rapper or whoever it was made a mishap, and Jimmy G decided to actually hit that deep pass. It was third and long, and we need the ball back so we can come back. If we would have beat him in that last game, we would have made the playoffs. And who knows? Once he get in the playoffs with Todd Gurley, who knows? Todd Gurley was a shell of himself, but maybe he would have had a good game here and there. We could have maybe knocked him out of the playoffs then and got to the Super Bowl, but who knows, man? 2019 was a weird season. Grant Schwab says Jimmy G's stock is not very high either. They win a Super Bowl. Yeah, they should have cut him and just dealt with it, and save some of that money on the cap if they waived him by a certain time. Willie Bone, San Francisco 49ers ought to enjoy Bill Walsh, Joe Montana, Dwight Clay, Jerry Rice, and Steve Young. Yeah, that was what made their history, and they kind of like Super Mario Brothers. They used that turbo tunnel to actually get some history, because before 1981, they had limited history, and they end up going through a time warp and a turbo warp and get those 5 rings. And then, they've been very ordinary, but they have gotten to championship games, though. I give them props for that. The Harbaugh game was horrible, where you had the brother Harbaughs playing each other, and the bigger Hardball beat the little Hardball. So, that was amazing. But yeah, geez, nuts. What's up, brother? He says, "What's up, Ramilia? My grandson loves your show. Can you give him a shout out? His name is Mason." Yes. How are you doing, Mason? Nice to have you in my show. I appreciate you, man. Props on your daddy. He's a great Ram fan. And yes, I'll give you a shout out, Mason. It's nice to have you in here with the Ramilia. And for that note, let me give you a little tribute here. Hold on one second, Mason. Let me share this for you. It's great to have you in here. And great to have you watching my show and enjoying the show. Thank you. That was for you, Mason. Thank you for watching my show, Mason. I appreciate it. You and your dad. Oh, it wants to play itself now. There we go. But thank you and your dad for watching the show, and thank you so much. Shout out to you, Mason. Again, thank you so much. That's awesome. Grander Trout says, I just said that, LOL. Yeah, golf was not the answer. He reached his ceiling. Yeah. Rams went to the Super Bowl. Kudos to the Rams for, and you know what? It makes me sad taking note and making a change. I really like Jared Goff. I wanted him to be the guy. And when they let him go, I was sad too. I was stoked because we got Stafford. Don't get me wrong. Because if the Niners would have got him, I would have been mad. I tell the fellow Niner YouTubers all the time, if the Niners would have got Stafford like Kyle Shanahan was looking into, I would have had sleepless nights and been mad because I know what he could do. And so, yes, man, but I was really sad that Jared Goff, didn't work out. I really liked him. When he was hot in 2018, woo, he had some games against the Chiefs, the Vikings. I mean, I thought, man, this is the guy. So, man, hopefully, props to him. I appreciate everything he did with us as a Ram. He'll always be a Ram. But props to him, and hopefully he does well with the Lions, or if not, finds another team to move up on. Willie Bone says another LA Rams great memory. They defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers on Monday Night Football on ABC TV. Awesome. Always nice beating the Steelers. LA Rams, what's up, brother? So what's happening, everybody? What's going on, brother? Thank you for coming in. Graduate 12. I see it, graduate. I'm not going to put that because we have Mason watching. I'm not going to put that. But the lady, he says, the lady who shall be nameless. Fable JVC, what's up, brother? He says, wait, who did the Rams lose to in the 1989 championship game? The darn 49ers. And so we had to get revenge in this one. Grand Trout says, Pete Houlihan, 1981, awesome tight end for the Rams. Yes, I love Pete Houlihan. LA Rams says, hit the like. Yes, I always forget to tell you guys to do that. Thank you, guys. Yeah, guys, if you guys can hit the like, it does something with the algorithm with YouTube. It helps my show. Thank you guys so much. I kind of feel weird saying that, even though, maybe I'll have a graphic that does it to remind everyone. I feel like a salesman. I hate doing that, but yeah, it's the algorithm. Whenever somebody search for something, it'll show my clips and stuff so they can find me easier. But thank you, LA Rams. Appreciate it, brother. Southern Ram fan says Peter Houlihan was extremely underrated as a time. I loved him, man. Unfortunately, we got him when he was a little long in the tooth. I wish he would have been there sooner and much longer. Arthur, what's up, brother? He says, yo, Rudy, what's up, brother? I'm doing good, man. Thank you. He says, how's everything? Great, man. I hope everything's good with you. Arthur says, that's my Steelers have Trubisky rather than Jimmy G. That was a good choice for us. Yes, the Steelers, great organization, amazing coach. They had great Ram players. they knew where to get the Ram players. Like I hated to see them in those uniforms, but props to them. At that time, the gal who shall be nameless was the owner of the Rams. And then, the great Kevin Green and the great Jerome Bettis, who was their batting ram, and then later on known as the bus. Amazing. There's my guy, SG Sports Truck Channel, says, hey, hi, what's up, brother? He says, hi, Ramilia. Thank you for coming in, man. Arthur says, and also Seed Rams putting on work in training camp. Let's go, man. My second favorite football team there. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I love to see them training work. Can't wait to see Allen Robinson do his thing, man. I got to tell you something. He's a quiet guy, but he's so happy to have like OBJ was coming from what's his face over there with the Cleveland Browns is having issues now. The guy that's all over the commercials. I told you I'm bad with names. Anyway, come to me. Coming with Stafford. Allen Robinson will be amazing with Stafford. I cannot wait. Stan references right there exposed. Niners management is outclassed by LA management. Man, it's amazing the difference between the two teams right there. But yeah, HB Sports Check Channel says, happy 31st birthday, Aaron Donald. Yes, happy birthday. Hopefully tomorrow they'll re-sign him or soon. I know it's on the works. They are going to get it done. Arthur says, I also seen Troy Hill and Rams United. That was a good thing to see. They were really awesome. Yeah, man, Troy Hill. I'm not saying that he is a Pro Bowl player per se, but he's an above average player who knows how to play off of Ramsey. He can play inside and out. He's going to help immensely that young secondary. And, we basically, Les Snead did it again, man. He got some young guys, the Kobe Durant's, the Quentin Lakes. I can't believe that I forgot to mention my guy Quentin Lake in my video. I had made a couple of copies and I had it, and I was at work and there was some noise in the background, so I had to re-record it, and I forgot to put them. But yeah. So I put him in the comments. I forgot Quentin Lakes, and then and there's a young guy. He patterns his game after Ramsey. He's great too, but our secondary, the Nick Scotts, the Taylor Rapps, amazing. But yeah, SG Sports Rock Channel says, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Aaron Donald. To you. I wish you happy birthday returns in a moment. Excuse me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aaron Donald. Happy birthday. And I wish you many happy returns of the day and enjoy this momentous day. Thank you, SG Sports Rock Channel. Appreciate it. Grand Travel says, say it, Ramilators mount up. I was trying, I was telling you guys how I got that from Young Guns. And then I saw my guy, hold on. I saw my guy Warren G, and I'm trying to figure out a way how I can switch out Warren G's clip because I use that, and with the Regulators mount up. And so I'm figuring that out. So be looking for that. If you ever see this clip, I'm going to figure out a way how I can incorporate it and put Ram highlights on it. But hold on one second. Dumb stuff that I think about, but I want to have fun with my channel, and because I say that, Ramulators mount up. And I love the Young Good movies back in the day. I'm an older guy, so I remember that. But hold on. I'm going to figure out a way how I can incorporate this. Hold on. I want to do it where it's cool, not just a little cheesy. Not just cheesy. Hold on. So if you ever see this posted, that means maybe I found a way to do it. Ramulators.
You regulate any stealing of his property. We're damn good too. But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Ramulators! Mount up.
Mount up. It was a kid.
I'm going to figure out something. Ramulators. We regulate the SoFly Stadium grounds. You can't be no geek off the street. Got to be good with the lead, if you know what I mean, or the steel, if you know what I mean. Romulators! I'll figure out something. I'll figure out something. Stanley Ramfan says, I want teams to hate playing in our stadium. That's right, man. I have a video that I'm going to be posting soon, Stan, that shows the Niner fans on the SoFly Stadium video board as we won the NFC Championship game, going up the escalator, and then pan to the Niner fans leaving SoFly Stadium, quiet as a mouse, like I said, going down the escalator, and then pan to them leaving quietly in the night towards the parking lot. And they're all complaining about Jimmy G. So I'll be posting that video soon. Look for it. I have to put it together, but I have the clips, and I will be posting that video very soon. Like I said, I had a lot of clips and ideas that I still have some in the can that I'm going to post. I knew it was going to be a long off season, so I've been doing more lives and posting videos. But we're just enjoying this time, and I'll be posting that soon. G's Nut says, thanks, my grandson shouted out. He was stoked. Oh, that's awesome, man. I really appreciate it. That's awesome, man. God bless you and your family, G's Nuts, and your grandsons. And that's awesome. Awesome, Mason. Awesome. Welcome to the Ramilia, Mason. Willie Bone says, Sir Paul McCartney just played at SoFly Stadium early this month. Oh, I got to look into the extracurricular activities at SoFly Stadium. That would have been an awesome concert. Monster says, I work at Amtrak every day, and I get on the train intercoms and yell out, whose house? And the train is full of people going to San Francisco. I love it. I get a lot of boos. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Attention, Amtrak. Well, how do you say it in your thing? Attention, Amtrak passengers. Just wanted to let you know, I hope everyone has a great whatever day it is. And everyone going to San Francisco, just want to let you know whose house. That's awesome. I love it, Masterette, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. That's what I'm talking about, man. Enjoy this time. Enjoy this time because, we've been through a lot as Ram fans, and we've been through we've been through the Jeff Fisher years and the Rich Brooks years, and that's awesome, man. I love to hear that. That's awesome. Willie Bone says Eric Severs, another LA Rams tight end, and also my guy, the great big David Hill, brother of Jim Hill, this great sports announcer of LA. Amazing. Yes. Fable JVC says, salute to you, Rudy. Salute to you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Chewy Loco, what's up? Hola, Rudy. What's up? He said, what do you know about Woodland Hills property that was purchased by Stan the Man? When does it open practice? Can't wait. So the Rams, Stan Kroenke purchased the Woodland Hills property, and they're going to make it a state-of-the-art facility, practice facility. It's not going to be done for at least a year, but that's what I'm saying, man. Amazing time to be a Ram fan. We spare no expense. Stan Kroenke, basically, you can put him in the Jurassic Park meme with the guy that says with the ice cream and the the cane. Spoiler, no spoiler alert. With the mosquito in there, and he spared no expense. Same with Stan Kroenke. They got that Woodland Hill property, and they want to move the training facility over there. First class organization, top notch. Amazing time, like I said, amazing difference from the lady who shall be nameless. The way she ran things. G's Nuts and Master. I have a bro that works at Amtrak Small World. That's amazing, guys. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's such a small world, amazing. Mustard I need some Ramilia merch, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. I'll get on it, man. I'm gonna have some hats too that says Ramilia, and And because it's not just my channel, of course, but Ramilia to me it means Ram family, of course, but it's more than like a nation. I appreciate when people say Rams Nation or uh, you know um, uh, you know uh, Ram family, Ramley. Those are Ramley and Ramilia are the same thing, but Ramilia and Ramley, that's like putting both words together, and it's not just a fandom, it's a brotherhood and sisterhood, and it means more to me. That's why I came up with, that's why I didn't come up with it, but that's why I said Ramilia Sports Report for the Ramilia, and also we talk other stuff too. So it's awesome. But thank you, man. I promise you, I'll let you know when that's available, man. I promise you, I promise you, and it will be top notch. Arthur says, Sam here, Rudy. I'm doing good, and thank you very much, brother. Really appreciate it. Cedars are a great organization. Real talk. Are we going to be good? Yes, they are, man. They're the model franchise that teams are trying to go, because you guys have been uh, a model of consistency. You have that head coach there for a long time, and that's what we're trying to build with McVay. I love it. Arthur says, so is the Rams also. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Mushroom says, geez, nuts, really? That's awesome. Yes, really, and that's awesome. Yes. Yeah, it's amazing, man. That's why I said, yes, thank you, Graduate 12. Baker Mayfield. It's amazing, like I said, I did this for a labor of love. I was a Ram season ticket holder. And I said, you know what? I saw channels. I go, you know what? I want to do some content for my Ramilia. I don't want to do what everybody else does. And my channel's slowly growing. And, it's been amazing, man. It's a labor of love. Sometimes I'm in my seat. Well, all the time. I'm in my seat recording when I could be watching the game. So I watch it through the view sometimes, and certain things I miss, but it's okay. I don't mind it because I'm doing it for the Ramilia. And it's amazing. But yes, thank you. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys, like I say. Santa reference, the Steelers Stadium is also beneath the history of the franchise. Yeah, they need to get a new stadium, man. They really do, man. But that it's a legacy piece. I understand, like Dodger Stadium. The Dodger Stadium needs to be redone, but I understand um uh the whole thing with the stadium with Dodger Stadium. But I wouldn't mind them making a modern Ebbets Field, but modern inside. But the outside looks like Ebbets Field, just to embrace their legacy. That would be amazing to me. But I don't know. I don't. We all have our own opinion on that. As me, I think that would be awesome to have Ebbets Field, Los Angeles, and the outside looks like Ebbets Field, but the inside is modern. But we have to have real grass. And yeah, awesome. Grant Trump says the guy all over TV, Rudy Ramia. Rudy, is your duty to know this. Wait. Are you talking about the guy that passed? The guy that passed? Tell me again then. I'm sorry, man. Like today, I was busy doing house chores today. Senator reference says AD full of cotton candy hanging out with his kids. That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. And he knows the money's coming, I had a tweet. I didn't know if you guys were here when I tweeted it. Arthur says, laughing emoji. There was an artist who's a cool artist, but he tweeted something about happy birthday, Aaron Donald. Enjoy your retirement. I had to hit him back with, don't be trying to stir things up with Ramilia. You're more so to retire than Aaron Donald is. Aaron Donald is. He's got more championships to win in Los Angeles, and he knows that the Rams don't play. They take care of business, and he's going to get extended and get paid soon. I was a little harsh on him, but it is what it is, man. I didn't like how he was trying to stir some stuff up. All right, let's see. Lost my place. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Grand Truffle, yes, both Young Good movies were good. Yes, and I love Chiavato in there. Little Richie Valens, Lou Diamond, awesome character. Arthur says, "Hell yeah, bro! Ramilators mount up." Yes, I'm gonna do something with that video. I got to do something with that video. I'm gonna switch out the regulators for Ramilators. I gotta figure out something. Thank you, man. Grand Truffle says, "What about Randy Newman? I Love LA song. You like that one?" Yes. Sandra Ramford says, "Oh, I've seen Price's vid." Jesus, Rams legend Barry Redden. Yes. Grandeur 12, LOL. Arthur says, also remember when I go to Nike community store, I take pictures over there on that Lombardi Trophy. I'm going to hit that store, uh, that store, that tag store. Also, going to check out goodies, whether it's shoes or clothes. Probably shoes. Yeah, man. That thrift store. It's going to be not thrift store. What is that? The Nike community store. Is that like I know what I know the store, but it's like an outlet, right? Or am I wrong about that? If I'm thinking the wrong one. Arthur says in June 11th. Yes. Awesome. I can't wait to take pictures of the Lombardi. I should have did it when it was here in Riverside, but I had to go to work. Grand Trophy, that is funny on the intercom. Yeah, that was amazing on the Amtrak. He said that. I make it known that I'm a loyal Ram fan of the LA Rams. That's awesome, Willie. That's awesome. Like I said, it's amazing, to give your team props, and especially when we win the chip. Arthur says another thing I love about you, Rudy, is you never sound biased. You keep it realistic. Man, respect to you. Real talk, homie. God bless. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that part, man. I try not to be Homer, but I also try to balance it with being excited. So I have to show my exciting. What do I have my channel for if I can't be excited about my team? So thank you, man. But yeah, I try. When guys like Ben Schroenick, John Hecker fumble the kickoff, the extra point, our kickoff return team before we got Brandon Powell. When guys don't do what they're supposed to, Tutu Atwell not showing that he was ready at this level last year, I call them out. So thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Try to make it an even level with being excited and optimistic about guys, but also call it like I see it. But thank you, man. That means a lot to me for you to say that and see that. Willie Bone says, Mike Barber, another LA Rams tight end. Mike Barber. Damone Johnson, too. Damone Johnson, amazing. Great players, Willie Bowen. Arthur says, wish you had more people like you. Oh, man, thank you, man. You're going to make me blush over here. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. San Ram fan says, this championship is dedicated to the ex-LA Rams quarterback, Dan Pastorini. Yes, man. And also we dedicate this to the great, let me see if I still have him here. I should. Hey, where are you at? One moment. You got to be crapping me. Okay, so my Carol Rosenblum picture is gone. Where the heck? I didn't leave. I didn't get rid of it. What happened to you, Carol? The great owner who passed away right before the Super Bowl versus the Steelers, who, if he would have lived, still been the owner instead of the lady who shall be nameless, things could have been different. I gotta repost that, re-download that. But yes, a great Carol Rosenblum as well. Yes. Willie Bone says Aaron Cox, another great LA Rams wide receiver. Aaron Cox was so fast, man. Amazing speed. Garner Trout says Raider fans get upset with other teams use nation in their name. They only had one nation, Raider Nation. Yeah, I don't like to, it's okay. People say Ram Nation, Bronco Nation, but yeah, I kind of think of the Raiders when I hear nation, but yeah, that's true. San Ram says this championship is for you, Lawrence Phillips. Lawrence Phillips, yeah, Lawrence Phillips, man. He had so much potential, man. What could have been. And then he was the guy that missed the block that ended Steve Young's career when the Niners got him. Arthur says, yeah, I think eventually my Steelers would change the Stadium Heinz Field. I can feel it. Yeah, they really need to. It's beautiful on TV, though, but they really need to. But it's hard to get into stadium. It's finance and the right timing. Grant Charles says, I told you, Pale. Did you see the Seahawks fan said? Rudy, I told Pale. Did you see what the Seahawks fan said? What did the Seahawks fans say? Arthur says, I agree with Dodger Stadium also already. Yeah, I love Dodger Stadium as being a Ram fan. It's in my heart as a young Ram fan, As a young Dodger fan, pardon me, as a young Dodger fan, I played, Little League, Farm, and Dodgers, Steve Garvey, Ron Say. Favorite player was Pedro Guerrero, Fernando Valenzuela, on and on. But I would love to them to get a new stadium. I appreciate the old stadium, the old memories, but incorporate the Ebbets Field outside and have Jackie Robinson's statue out there with modern players and incorporate the two cities. I would love that. But yeah, but some people might not like that. But yeah, Rudy, I told Peo. Did you see me? Okay, Rudy, I told Peo. Here it is. Did you see what the Seahawks fan said? Watching the Rams play is like watching Sherry Lewis with her lamb chop puppet. Okay. Oh, okay. That's not. That's funny. But you know what? That's Seahawks fans. I don't have any beef with them because we normally have our way with them. But yeah, that's funny. Lamb chop. It's like they call us lambs or whatever. We call them Niner fans call us lambs, and we call them 40 whiners or AKA third placers or AKA the next wait till next year crew. But it's okay as long as there's not a derogatory personal comment. But yeah, I that's okay. Jason says Seahawks need to go back to the AFC. Yeah, it's weird how everything the realignment and the realignment and why is the Cowboys in the NFC East with the Eagles? Jason says Saints and Falcons used to be in the NFC. Yes, and the Saints too. Yep, that's right. And it was amazing when they were there. I remember. That's exactly right. Fable JVC, Seahawks should join the CFL. Yes. But I have love for the Seahawks. They have a really great fan base. And plus they used to beat the Niners, so that was really weird how we would beat them. They'd beat the Niners, and it'd be like we taking our frustrations out on the Seahawks, and then they take their frustrations out on the Niners, and then everybody beat up on the Cardinals before they got Kyler Murray. Gil says 49er fans in LA started as kids. Well, our future Ram fans are kids right now, and we'll outgrow them in a few years. Yep, the fan base will only get stronger and stronger now that we're back in Los Angeles, and they're doing right by the community. That's exactly right. Stanley Ram fan says Steelers and Eagle Stadium was in the same budget. Willie Bone says let's give some negotiations to let's give some recognition to former LA Rams legends James Harris. Yes, Kenny Washington. Yes. Pat Hayden and Burt Jones. Yes, Kenny Washington. And I'm going to do a show about Kenny Washington one day. Well, not a show, but a video about those Ram legends. Kenny Washington and Woody Strode, the first black professional NFL players on the Rams. A year before Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier, just more Rams history. Amazing. But yes, thank you, Willie. Willie's always great for the OG stuff, man. Cheesenet says at Gil, a winning Super Bowl doubled our fan base, and it's only going to get better. Yeah, man, because before we couldn't be trusted because of the Jeff Fisher years, and then you come to Los Angeles, all this hype, and then we have to share the stadium with the Chargers. And so a lot of new fans were like, well, I'm not so sure. Do I want to put my money in gear for a team that can't get over the hump? And here we are. And God bless Stan Kroenke and Les Snead and McVay and the guys. Oh, so hold on. Stan references Dodger Stadium actually scares the opponents. One should get hot in there. Yeah, man, that's one thing I'm not proud of is the fights, the stuff, man. But yeah, I appreciate the stadium for what it is, but I don't like people getting hurt, but then there's some people like that, God bless him. Allegedly, this happened where the Giants fan pushed the guy in the back, and then the Dodger fan took it too far and beat him, turned around and knocked him down. But then he hit his head, If it happened that way where a guy assaults you and you turn around and clock him, there should be misdemeanor charges for both. And I don't see why, the guy hit his head. It's unfortunate. If he kept I don't know how that works, but unfortunately, I don't condone violence at all. I don't like that. But if the guy hits you in the back and you turn around, I don't condone that. But if they're making him seem like he assaulted the other guy, I don't like that, but we'll get off of that. But I just wish that people would just, keep it civil and no fights and bragging rights. You got me, shake hands, and we'll get you next game. Fable JVC is the sacrificial lambs. See, there you go, right there. But Willie Bowen says LA Rams are going to repeat Super Bowl champions. Horns up. We're looking forward to it, man. We have the horses to do it. Grant Schraub says, yes, Rudy, if you had the power, which NFL team would you realign or to which conference or division? I would move the Cowboy. Well, see, the history of the teams now, it's hard to do. Just because things are the way they should. I don't know if I would, just because now there's history. Good question. Let me just think. The NFC West is like the only division. I don't have them all in front of me, but it's like right on. You have the Cardinals, the Rams, 49ers, and the Chargers. I'm not sure because now they have history now. That way, I'm an old guy. But yeah, so I don't know if I would even move anything anymore. Stan the Ram fan says at Willie Pat Hayden, yes, the great Pat Hayden. Jesus says at Grandeur Cowboys to the East, Niners to the SEC. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Grandeur trouble, LOL. Sports SC Sports Directions top 5 Rams of all time. This is always hard for me. Deacon Jones, AD, Merlin Olsen, Kurt Warner, Eric Dickerson, and then I have alternates. It can go on forever. Marshall Falk, Isaac Bruce, Henry Ellard, on and on. Dick Nitrain Lane, on and on. But yeah, I could even change it from time to time. But yeah, it's hard to pick. Thank you for a great question. Sandra Reference says for Dickerson and Slater trophy, yes. The Lombardi for Dickerson and Slater, yes. Get them a ring too. SB Sports Channel, who's the best dressed player on the Rams? Great question. I'm not sure. OBJ? Donald? That's a good question. I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. SG says, if you could spend one day at Disneyland with the current player, who would it be? Oh. That's another good question. Who would it be? Probably Aaron Donald. My guy, Aaron Donald. Happy birthday, Aaron Donald. Willie Bond says, put Dallas Cowboys at NFC South and Indianapolis Colts in the NFC. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. SG says, what's your favorite ice cream flavor, vanilla or strawberry? Strawberry. Vanilla's good with root beer, though. Gil says, what do Niner fans say after each season? We'll be back next year. Yeah, the wait till next year crew. Stan the Ram fan says, Matt Stafford is top 10 Rams. Yes, Matthew Stafford, I didn't mention him just because he's not done yet. But yes, before what he had to go through, it's amazing. Like I said, they can make the American Underdog 2 with him, and the trials and tribulations of his career, and the surgery that his wife went through. I can see that. Willie Bond says Cooper Cup and vanilla ice cream. Granny Charles Peo and his Reese's Cooper Cup. I love those too. Those Reese's Pieces, man. I love those too. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. All right. Yeah, she says, I love that payout time always eats Reese's peanut butter cups when Cooper Cup scores a touchdown. That's awesome, man. We're gonna have to do. I'll drink to that, whether it's soda, whatever. I like that he does that too. Damn, he says, if the Rams beat the Cowboys, I will celebrate, but it's red and gold. That's awesome, man. You guys got them, man. You guys really, I don't want to say surprise me, but the Cowboys, because they've been hearing all kinds of hate about how all kinds of hate because Dak can't get over the hump and all that stuff, and it's just surprise. I was surprised you guys did it, man. You guys did what you has to do. Much props. I'm gonna show you guys a clip of Matthew Stafford. This is why I call him. I don't know if you guys have seen it. The Tom Brady soul stealer. He had to go to a darker place when he came back. Excuse me, when he came back against the Bucks. And I caught that clip of him, and it was so funny. Let's see. Let me see if I is this the clip? Hold on. You know what? Actually, let me play this clip of this guy, man. This is with him with the. I mean, God bless him. Hold on. What's going on? Hold on. Let me get rid of some of these clips. Matthew Stafford, he's just amazing, man. Here we go. Let me see if I can find this for you. God bless this guy. All right, here we go. Here's a clip of Matthew Stafford saying that he likes stealing souls. And guess who he played? He just got done beating Tom Brady. Hold on. I love this guy, man. God bless him. Hold on. Here we go. Put it louder.
Really appreciative as being a part of this team is how many guys we have pulling the rope in the right direction, doing everything they can to be prepared for those moments. Like I said, I mean, that's the last guy that I would have thought would have gotten that ball before the snap was snapped. And, he was ready. He was running and made a great play. But I don't know. I taking it all in, loving every minute of it, working my tail off, trying to enjoy every situation that we're in, every opportunity that we earn. I'm loving going to battle with these guys. Our defense is playing unbelievable. We put them in some tough spots tonight. I mean, 4 fumbles is unexcusable.
That's crazy.
We can't do it, and we'll be better for it.
Matthew, obviously you've been in situations to lead game-winning drives plenty of times before, but what was it like tonight, especially after the game was tied and you had a chance to lead again? What was your message to the
I think we're a resilient group. We're a confident group. We knew some plays needed to be made. There's no question about that. But, I love those situations. I hate the way we got to it tonight. There's some there's some plays we all wish we had back that could have, ended that game with probably me taking a knee, and we need to get to that point. But at the same time, finding a way to win a football game is what it's all about. And we got a group of guys in that locker room that all believe in each other, and I believe in those guys. So it was a whole lot of fun. Heart was racing, but at the same time was just going out there to execute and have fun, enjoying the moment. And glad we got it done.
How does it rank in terms of what you have to do as a quarterback? Zero blitz and no one's going to get there.
Hold on, let me find a clip where he
felt
said,
like I was getting my mind back, and they're sitting there going, "Man, we just had this great comeback," and you get to reach in there and take it from them. That's a whole lot of fun. Places, I said sometimes you got to go to those places.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. Here we go.
I said, to be honest with you, and I'm glad they didn't flag me for.
Here we go.
I don't know what I said, to be honest with you, and I'm glad they didn't flag me for spiking it a little bit there.
Here we go.
All the guys on the sideline were like, "Man, you were in a dark place." And I said, sometimes you got to go to those places, and to make some plays happen. So I was, I was enjoying the moment. In my mind, I live for those kind of moments. I would have loved to have been taking a knee up 3 scores. But it's a whole lot more fun when you got to make a play like that to win the game and just steal somebody's soul. That's what it feels like sometimes, where they're sitting there going, "Man, we just had this great comeback," and you get to reach in there and take it from them. That's a whole lot of fun.
There he is. Steal somebody's soul. I didn't mean for it to go so long. I was like, where is it at? So I just went to the clip at the end. So that's what I say, this guy here. Oopsie. Okay. That's what I say, this guy. He's such a competitor, and he's talking about stealing Tom Brady's soul. And so amazing. That guy, I'm so glad he's my QB1. I'm so glad. I love this guy. Talking about stealing souls. He went to a dark place. He was not going to let Tom Brady do him like he did Matty Ice. And but yes. Stanley Ranfan says, "Yep." And now Dak's turn for scrutiny class. He doesn't get as much scrutiny for some reason, though. Yeah. M9 Stafford mission accomplished. Yes, he doesn't get as much scrutiny for whatever reason. SG says, when Trey Lance scores a touchdown, then I will eat a packet of Skittles. Masterette, what do you think of the preseason lineup? I like that. Well, in the preseason, I had said that, just as far as our team, I like that we're going to practice against the Bengals, because remember, we couldn't run the ball against them, and I had posted on a video, and we get a chance to see how our new pieces fit and go against them. And then with the Kyren Williams, I really love that. But I'm looking forward to it, man. The preseason is going to be, the practice with the Bengals is going to be helpful because, we don't play our starters. So, but yeah, in the preseason, we play some good. I want to, in the preseason, I want to see Bryce Perkins get a shot at winning the QB2 job, because I really think that he's going to beat out Wolford, and he's got a lot of upside, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that competition. I love Wolford, but I really think that that Bryce Perkins has a lot more upside. He's a little more agile, and he's a bigger quarterback. I can't wait for it. I cannot wait for it. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so we play the Chargers, Texans, and the Bengals, and I like how we're not only practicing with the Bengals, we're practicing with them. So we'll see what happens, but I love it. SG says, "Do you like Twix or Skittles?" I'm not so much a Skittles guy. I like Twix. Do you like sour Skittles or regular Skittles? Regular Skittles if I get Skittles. One Kylie Round, what's up, brother? He says the Reaper, bro, horns up. Yes. Damian Lee says Dallas plays in the easy conference, and we're overrated, and we're very overrated. The Cowboys against the Rams made me think how overrated the Cowboys were. Man, they're in an easy conference. They still can barely win the division. Can't even win the division. Stan the Ram fan says, M9, another fourth quarter comeback. Yes, man. He's this guy's just so amazing. Rudy, for me, move Seattle back to the AFC West, Dallas to the NFC West. That'd be nice. Move Kansas City to the AFC South. Move Jacksonville to the NFC East. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Damien says I agree with the last statement. Stan says the sports media got stumped by this squad and this quarterback. Yeah, man, there was a lot of naysayers, especially when we went in that 3-game losing streak. They had a lot to say. Damien says Rocky Balboa beat Ivan Drago once, but they had to fight the next. They had to fight that next who wins. Ram fans, think about the last 3 regular season years against the red and gold. Well, we only had Stafford for 1 year, and he won the biggest one, so we'll take it. We almost had the first game, the last game of the year. We almost had that one too, but we ended up working out for us because we set you guys loose on the Packers and the Cowboys for us. Grand Trout says, Ramilia, it's almost time for that for work, Vato. It's been an hour or over an hour. Thank you, man. Okay, I'm gonna leave pretty soon, but thank you, brother. Thank you for coming in. Really, can you go to work for me tonight? I'm off for the next few days, man. Have a good time at work, man. Thank you for coming in here. Always awesome. Grand Trout says Eagles fans were saying that they should have been able to come back versus Bucks. Nah, I disagree. Rams adjusted, Eagles did not. Apples and oranges. And the Rams had some fluky stuff. I mean, Cam Akers flips upside down on his helmet right at the goal line before halftime. And it's just a half a second before you can call it the ground caused it. He fumbles it out. And then Cooper Kupp, of all people, fumbles a play that he never fumbles in his life. And then Cam Akers has the ball, and he fumbles right in the middle of the line. And plus, he was getting acclimated to being back with the ball again, back with the team, getting more carries. But amazing. It took super and ordinary stuff for those turnovers to happen. I'm glad that we were able to have the quarterback we did to bring us back. Stan Ramford says, I'm keeping Kyron Williams with the Stars at all times. Yeah, man. I would too. I really love him, especially with Cam Akers, both of them, and then Daryl Henderson in there as well. Amazing. Jesus says, pumped to see the rookie defensive back will get a lot of playing time. Yes, man. Jacoby Durant, and then my other guy too. Hold on. I always forget his name, but like I said, I'm bad with names. Darian Kendrick out of Georgia. He's not very fast, but he's a dog. He plays with swag. He has some potential, and so he models his game after Jalen Ramsey. So I'm looking forward to all these guys. Logan Bruss, the guard, Jacoby Durant. Kyron Williams, strong running back, has a straight arm, can catch out of the backfield. Both of our running backs, Akers and Kyron Williams, can catch out of the backfield. The only thing is they gotta be able to block like Sony Michel did, man. There's amazing blocks by Sony Michel. Amazing. Damian Lee says another Bronco player went to jail today. Who they think who they think they are, the 90s Cowboys. Yeah, man. It's crazy. These guys, they have so much to live for, so much to not get in trouble for. And amazing. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Check this out. This is what we're going to be missing, and hopefully our guys will have taken into. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Sony Michel's blocking is going to be one of the things that we hopefully won't be missing. But I hope the guys learn from him. Let me show you something what I'm talking about. This is not just this game, but and it's going to be a smaller screen, but let me just give you an idea.
He's elevated our entire building. And look at that blitz pickup by Sony Michel. Made me a better coach. He's elevated our entire building. And
He went after that block right there, and there's more than that. Sony Michel, amazing running back. He wasn't the great speed burner and all that, but that's some of the things that he offered. Physicality. He was protecting Stafford at all costs. This guy was amazing. I was looking for another one that there was. I really hope that our guys will step up when we need to. Here, I think here's another one. No, that's the same one. Darn it. No, okay. I'll find it and I'll post it on a different live. But I really hope that our guys will the young guys will do that stuff because we're going to need that when we get into the playoffs. Hopefully, these young guys will step in. Jesus says, mark my words, Trey Lance may do good, but will never take the Niners to the promised land. Then again, no one will. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. As long as we're there to stop them. And as long as we have Stafford, the soul stealer, I agree with that. And we have this front office and this team, even though they beat us in the regular season recently, but not with Stafford. We could have won 2 out of the 3 contests with Stafford. I really think that that's true. Jesus says maybe Rumble. Gil says I think the Rams lost the ball on purpose in the Bucks game because they wanted more of a challenge. That'd be funny if that was true. I was getting so mad. I was like, "What are you guys doing?" SG says when Trey Lance scores a touchdown, then I'm going to eat a packet of skillets or a bag of jalapeno chips or a bag of jalapeno chips ? Jesus is going to miss Michelle. I wanted to keep him. Me too, man. But it's okay. It's okay. We're running it back. We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to the new guys. And, but yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Hold on one second. Excuse me. I want to show you guys a quick clip of the reason why I call Disneyland our second home. Hold on one second. When I went, I did a live stream and the signal wasn't very good. I got a glimpse of them going by, but it was nice to see all the Ram fans and everything. Hold on one second. Rams host. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. The Super Bowl champions. There's our boys. Disneyland is the Rams house number 2. Love that hat. Look at that hat. Awesome. The Rams house. That's when we see other teams there at Disneyland, Raider fans, whoever it is. We say, hey, welcome to the Rams house. This is where we just had our parade. Nighthawk, what's up, brother? He says, so what's the news with Garoppolo? Did he get surgery this offseason? He got surgery, and he got it at the wrong time for the Niners because they couldn't get rid of him. So now he's still there, and he can't throw until July, I think. So that's it with him. SG says, do you like jalapenos or habaneros? Jalapenos. Spicy, sweet, or savory? Spicy. The sweet ones, when they're not sweet, they're just kind of mild for my nachos, so I can eat them in peace. Do you like Panda Express or KFC? Both, but mostly KFC. Stan Ramfan says, discipline is the word this season for the Rams. Yes. No one can beat you, but you beat yourself. So limited turnovers and execution. The game will come to us. That's exactly right. That's one of the key things that is needed when you want to run it back is patience and discipline. Gil says, Weiner fans will once again earn their nickname once things go south on Trey and the Niners. Man, you know what? They have so much optimism, and that's fine. But I can see how things can go south. I mean, they went 3-5, but we'll see. You know, there's nothing wrong with optimism. I don't have any problem with that. But keep just, he went 1-1. Is that a great start? It's an okay start. At least he didn't go 0-2. He went 1-1. And he got hurt. He didn't finish the game. So let's just relax, but it's fine. You know, I understand the optimism. Ashby says, do you like Corona or Modelo's? I'm not a big beer guy, even though I had one. Modelo's is better to me, I guess. Hard seltzer or apple cider? Apple cider. One Color Ram says, yes, sir, Sam. SG Sports Track Channel. Do you like apples or oranges? Both. Candy apples. But all right, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. I love each and every one of you guys. It's amazing. I can go on forever. It's an hour and 49 minutes, an hour and 50 minutes. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in. I love each and every one of you guys, all my guys in here. and my Ramets whenever they can make it in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Everyone have a great night. I appreciate everything. Do you like caramel apples? Yes. When Kelly Ram says, Despentistan. But yeah, man. But thank you guys for coming here. One Kelly Ram, thank you, brother, for coming in here. I've been on here for almost 2 hours now. Bless you guys. Thank you guys. Hopefully Wednesday's a magic day where Spectrum gets my Wi-Fi connection up and running and we can do more stuff. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I love each and every one of you guys. Master, thank you so much. And as we always say, may the Ramilia be with you. And Ramulators, mount up. I see you, SG. Good night, brothers. Thank you, guys.